We are going to deep dive and dissect your psychological to stay at the forefront of your emotional state for your twin flame journey. Okay. Sun trine. This is Sun in Pisces and Uranus in Scorpio. Everything balances. Everything. That is so true too. Everything always does balance, no matter what. And that is a mantra that I used periodically throughout my journey, as I just kept reminding myself that everything does always just balance itself out. Like, you think you're giving too much or you think you're giving too little. What happens is you create that thought in your head, and then that thought starts to eat away at you. But if you just sat back, that's what wisdom is. Wisdom is knowing and understanding that everything is reciprocal. Anything that you put out, you're going to receive back. No, it's impenetrable. Absolutely impenetrable. So Sun trine Uranus, you embody a fierce brand of independence and individuality. Personal freedom to you is greater than gold. Your inner child burns bright and freely without restriction as you allow it to roam free. This leads you into many exciting, unexpected, experimental, and spontaneous experiences. Naturally, there's no rules you haven't broken, and there's no tradition you haven't questioned. So when everything balances it out, I don't know who I'm talking to, but that's really what the karmic wheel is I want to be putting so much good out there that there's no potential way that I'm going to receive negative, right? When I came into awareness about what karma actually meant, I realized, oh my gosh. And when they say it's karmic completion, it's because you've been served. Justice has been served. It's like when you suddenly feel something lift out of your auric, off your energetic field, like all of a sudden you feel like you can do things you couldn't do before because those restrictions were lifted. And if you could master your mind, because those restrictions are there and planetary and inevitable and symbiosis and all part of the plan of your blueprint, right? The only free will you have is thought. And so if you're walking into every experience with love and light, you're only going to receive love and life. I could walk into a biker's bar where everybody is beating each other up and screaming at each other, and I'm just walking through it like I'm the house in the middle of the storm. Nobody's even bothering me. I'm not being affected because your field of protection is what you give. Give freely. Just give freely, right? And you may be the one amongst many doing that, but you also have to acknowledge that everything always balances. So no matter what, whatever you're giving, I would say take today and really observe. How are you picking things up? How are you putting things down? How are you being a good listener? How are you seeing people? Because that's all reflecting back at you. You're going to get it all. It's all coming. No matter what, it's coming. So embrace the brand of weird that is you. People may consider you flaky and unpredictable, but that just comes with following your heart without resistance. Feeling unity with humanity allows you to break free of feeling alienated. And I think about that, that very subtle where you want to explain yourself, the second I want to explain who I am to you, you're not going to hear me if I have to tell you who I am. I want to be the embodiment. I want to resonate at the frequency. And if you aren't tapping into my frequency and I'm having to somehow prove my love to you, it's not a connection. It's not a resonance. It's not a harmonious link. And so that is something that innately has been my walk. And so when it says, embrace the weird you are, people may consider you flaky and unpredictable. Yeah, I guess so. In that aspect, it's just because I understand. I understand that we have lots of entanglement, and especially when you were born into lack, when you're born into low frequencies. Low frequency thought is survival. Too much, too little, not enough. Overextending, avoiding, resisting. So there's no clarity in any of that thought. And I innately understood that. And so I also understood that everything balanced itself out. So I knew if I did something long enough, that individual would finally awaken in some way and embrace me in the way that I desired to be embraced, as long as I kept putting the work in. So I didn't overextend myself. I just allowed the universe to magnetically bring us together if that was what needed to happen. And I just stand in my authentic self, and I'm not overextending myself to please or to convince. I'm just vibrating at a frequency and generating that positivity through the frequency of love. And that could be challenging for other individuals. But I can tell you this. I want the people I want in my life are the ones that are going to stick around even when I'm in my darkest moments. Because it'll balance itself out. It's like your kids, right? They question everything you do, but then they actually have kids and you're like, oh my gosh. And that's why they said, we told you so. So do you see, like, everything balances out? There might be a little gap in the system, but really that's what karmic completion is. It's when you finally got through all of the negative that you provided in the world, not knowing what you were doing. And so you're suffering the consequence of all of that. But again, we are victors, and we take responsibility for everything that we put out into the world, no matter what. As far as I'm concerned, I gave birth to me. So I can take full responsibility for me and not give my power away. And that way, karmically, I'm ahead of the game. I'm one step ahead of it. I'm one step in front of it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull a twin flame card. Let's see what's going on here. Awareness, clear crystal vision. That's wonderful. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're getting clarity. Powerful life lessons. 28 powerful life lessons. So developing conscious awareness starts with your ability to tune inward and integrate the state of your mind, body, heart, and soul, which provides introspective consciousness in regards to your universe. Your universe. It says universe. That's awesome. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. May your day present miracles in your presence.